Ohio and Florida first. Do you believe the polling today?
No, I don't, and for a very good reason. Let's take Florida first. Got the whiteboard for you. A little bit of context here. The biggest poll that the most important thing about a poll is its partisan matrix, the division between Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. The biggest poll that we have to understand what the partisan matrix is about are the exit polls. In 2008, Florida had 3 points more Democrats than Republicans. In 2004, it had 4 points less Democrats than Republicans. More Republicans than Democrats voted in 2004. In 2000, a 2-point advantage to the Democrats. The CBS New York Times poll has 9 points more Democrats than Republicans. Do we really think the Democrat margin over Republicans in Florida is going to be 3 times what it was in 2008? That is to say, the Democrats are that much more wired up this time around than they were last time around?
So then let me in. So the logical question is, and the New York Times didn't hide that data. That data is out when you look at the poll. However, CBS News, and I listen to it at 8 a.m. on the radio every morning, they didn't report that. So the people wouldn't know it unless they went themselves to the poll. But that begs the question, are these polls dishonest?
No, look, we endow them with a false scientific precision they simply don't have. If you got 9 points more Democrats than Republicans,
you're going to have a poll that reflects that.
Yeah, 9 points more Obama. Think about this. Romney and Obama get each roughly the same percentage of the Republicans and Democrats as their opponent. That is to say, they carry their base overwhelmingly. Romney, among independents, is winning by 3 points. So if Romney's winning the independents and winning the Republicans, do you think in a battleground state like Florida, he's 9 points down? And the answer is no. Look, I got to tell you, CBS New York Times has a history of this. I remember in 1980, when I was the young executive director of Texans for Reagan Bush, the first week of October, a poll came out saying that Carter was beating Reagan in Texas. And I can remember all the meetings I had to go to and have my posterior chewed by the leaders of the campaign about what the heck were we going to do about it. And of course, the Texas was comfortably won by 13 points basically 4 weeks, 5 weeks later. So you got to be careful about these polls. We endow them with false scientific precision.
Okay, but I don't have to be careful because I report honestly. But the rest of the media isn't going to be careful because they're rooting for Barack Obama, and this props them up. In Ohio.
Now look, Ohio. Okay. In 2008, the Democrats had 8 points more turnout than the Republicans did. In 2004, the Republicans had a 5-point turnout advantage. Democrats 5 points less than the Republicans. And in 2000, the Democrats had 1 point more in turnout than did the Republicans. Now, CBS New York Times has 9 points more Democrats than Republicans. So they say Democrats are even more hepped up than they were in 2008, and the Republicans are less hepped up. Now, who thinks that? It's not going to be 8. It may not be that the Republicans outnumber the Democrats by 5 points, but it is somewhere between those two. It's not 9. And again, Romney is winning the independents and getting great numbers among Republicans, Obama getting great numbers among Democrats, and yet Obama winning by 10 points in the CBS New York Times poll. Same in the Washington Post poll, up by 7, Democrats more than Republicans, and up by 8 for Obama. So, look, we got to be careful about, we have a proliferation of these polls. There have been 87 national polls in the last 30 days. That's more polls than were run in the last 6 months of the 1980 presidential race.
Right,
last week alone, we had 51 state-level polls.
I understand that.
41.
But here